What's good, y'all? It's your boy back at it with another video, and as you know, what I usually do is record these videos in one setting, obviously, but today is a special day because today we had our second 10K day. Honestly, is totally crazy to me. The first 10K day, we ended up recovering what we lost, and then the second K day ended up making all of what we needed in the trade. In the lot size were perfect because price ended up turning around immediately after hitting TP max, and TP max wasn't even enough. I took it before TP max because I had over what I needed, but as the market moves, it moved up very fast, and I ended up needing like $5. So it was annoying, but I ended up making that $5 after 3 small positions later. And honestly, I can't be more grateful enough to be here in this situation once again. And I just want to sit here and say, obviously, I sit here and make these videos for me and to journal what I'm doing currently and how I'm going. Again, I already make these videos on Trader's View for myself. It's just not edited. It's not really, it's just a chart and whatever else I'd be doing on there. But these videos are edited and just showing and documenting what's possible and showing you guys that honestly, it's not just about me journaling anymore. It's about showing how can I inspire? How can I help someone else potentially learn and let them click as well? So showing them that anything's possible. So this day was a 10K day. It was a 10.6, 10.4, 10.5K day. It's insane. And now we are officially funded on the 200K account that we've been struggling to pass all of a sudden. All of a sudden, we was struggling to pass this account. But we wasn't really at the same time because, again, December, to my experience, the market is going to do whatever it wants to do. So if it wants to be random or if it wants to turn around whenever it wants to, it will do that. If it wants to manipulate a little longer than usual, it will do that. At the end of the day, would you rather be at a job being ripped off, or would you rather be manipulated for a few minutes before price actually moves? I would probably choose the second option because it's more freedom, more time, more effort, and more energy to do you. So again, this trade wasn't easy, just like how the last trade where I made 3.4K, that trade was exactly how this one went, but this one was executed a little bit better. And obviously I did have the mindset to do exactly what I'm trained to do and just be the best person I can possibly be. I'm still human. I'm still gonna make mistakes, and I did make a mistake in this specific situation. Let me explain. Yo, so now we finna explain how we made our second 5-figure trade within what, a week, 2 weeks? Man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm up next because it's the Blues, you feel me? But this was the next trade I did take. This was the first trade I took of the year. I did take this 6 in the morning after rolling over to New York after staying up in London and seeing nothing in London. And let me show you. So this was the setup we just decided to take. So it was a very simple analysis. Once again, my strategy is very simple and it's not for sale, but very simple, and it's just, look at this. You don't even need a strategy to understand this is support and this is resistance. Look, that's the daily chart. Go on the 4-hour, and then you just go over and understand that, and just go on the 4-hour. This is what I opened the chart to. The chart looked, well, it looked like this, but when I seen this, I immediately, without even seeing anything on the chart, I seen this. I was like, this is going to be hopefully an easy day. All we have to do is understand that we are selling at the either 1 or 2 area of interest. If you remember the previous video, it's the same exact thing. It's very simple. We have one area of interest where price can have a potential deep pullback, or we have a potential trend line where price could potentially stall for a few days and then get in this corner and potentially sell and or break a structure for the continuation to basically a consolidation here and maybe have a buy up. Maybe that's a heavy maybe, but my main concern was a sell at number 1, number 2, and potentially number 3 on a bigger consolidation type of situation. Now, one thing to note, I seen this, and my trading time is around 2 o'clock. I seen this obviously around 9 p.m. Understanding that this is already 40 pips where price is currently at. This is 80 pips. So if price wants to get here, you really have to understand that price needs to come up. And it might take a session for it to do so. So to understand that, you might have to skip that trading session and roll over to the next session. This is why I allow myself to trade 2 sessions rather than just strictly 1, because if I trade strictly 1, I'm going to end up buying in a selling market or selling in the buying market. I would prefer to just trade that session, and if it rolls over to the Asian session, I just will leave it alone unless I'm already in it and potentially holding at break even. So that's just how I personally trade. So looking at this market, as you can see, the 4-hour is below this area of interest that we have heavy interest in. I'm just going to move this up, and this is a potential area where price could potentially pull back at. This is this whole area right here, right here, right here, and potentially right here. That's pretty simple for me to understand. This is how I trade. So in this situation, I was waiting for 2 o'clock. Time and time again, I understood that 2 o'clock was the best time for me to start trading. So 2 o'clock is where I started waiting. Price kept going up and reacting to this area of interest. So let me clean this area of interest up for you, because it's a very wide area, just like the last trade. It was a very wide area, and we ended up taking 1 loss, but recovering that loss and making more on my real account and breaking even on a bigger account that was continuously trying to pass. And let me show you why. Another reason I believed in this trade. I've seen it happen time and time again. That's another one thing. But ultimately, left head, right shoulder. And let me show you what happened. Let's go on a smaller time frame. Price reacted. Let's go on a smaller time frame. Bearish engulfing. And in this situation, it is okay to take an entry once you do all of your analysis on other time frames. And if you want that super precise entry around high time frame area of interest, you can do so. In a bearish engulfing, I decided to get a scale in when price was having that bearish engulfing right there. That was forming with the stop loss above there. So this risk ended up ultimately in both trades, both positions, decided to be $5 grand total. Because this used to be 5.5, then it was changed a little bit to 5, and then actually, yeah, it was 5.5 still total. So I was okay with losing 5 grand, 5.5, to potentially pass phase 2. And those are the questions you got to ask yourself. Following up on a 5-minute, it was perfect. Had a bearish run. Okay, cool. Let's look at the other time frames. The 15-minute bearish continuation on the reaction onto the right shoulder. I'm like, this is perfect. The 30-minute was a bearish engulfing, was a bearish push with a follow-up to engulf the previous green candle. This is perfect. The 1 hour was a bearish, a bullish candle, but reacting to the right shoulder, to reacting to the better area of interest. Mind you, this was my area of interest at first because of the body's closing. The body, and again, this came to the rescue later on, and this ended up being another area where price was important at. So this came to the rescue for the same area where price was important at on this candle. So everything has a purpose, and if you look at it closely, look at it. And then price doing this thing on push, pullback, continuations, push, pullbacks, continuations, ultimately to see the profit of TP max at 800. It was 800. This is all I needed to pass phase 2. This was all I needed to pass phase 2, and we did it there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. The breakdowns are bringing value to you guys, and I see it. If you guys want more content, if you want breakdowns, you want me to talk about a specific subject, be sure to leave it in the comment section below, and make sure you like and subscribe and go follow my Instagram right here. I'm doing my best to show you guys everything and be super transparent with all these stuff. And honestly, as the time goes on and I'm seeing people are actually enjoying and actually like absorbing the content, I'm like how can I be more transparent and just be a better content creator to show the possibilities of the Forex market. I have nothing to offer. I have no courses, no discount codes, no affiliate links, no nothing. It's just me talking to a camera and you guys find value in that. So again, if you enjoy it, show your appreciation by liking, comment, and subscribing, and just being active. Just be an active community and do your thing, because you guys are doing your best as well as I am. We're all human. Other than being funded $300,000 finally, that I've been grinding and grinding and grinding. $35,000 later. And I'll see you boys and ladies in the next video.